All right, another uneventful day. Stopped and got a shower before I got here because there's a pilot at exit 60 in Tifton. I stopped in Tifton. There's also a pilot at exit 11, but I would have had to went out a route to get to that one. But they have parking. Like I said, they have some crazy hours. Freedom Axle. The last two vehicles just left, so they weren't about to be bothered about unloading no truck. So maybe if I'd have caught them about an hour earlier, there'd been a small chance of getting unloaded. I seriously doubt it though, because they were ready to go home. They tore their ass kind of quick. So, but 120 miles from the house. I said 3 loads this week, did about 5,400. So 2 weeks in a row with a pretty good, pretty good revenue to the truck. So like I said, my goal is always have over 5K. Now, next week might be something different, but like I always say, we'll get to that. Worry about it when we get to it. Probably I might do my straps tonight. I don't know. It don't matter. I might do it first thing in the morning. Take everything off because I should get unloaded fairly quick. I said very quiet out here though. Very quiet. So another peaceful night. With not too much going on, but I might take some of the stuff off tonight. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. But I mean, it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's like 18 straps. So I'll probably take them off and I'll be done with that. I always want to give a shout out to all my truck buddies. I appreciate everybody watching. I'm glad I can keep you entertained the right way. So, but that's, like I said, you bungee it right the first time you do, you load everything correctly or secured everything correctly and nothing moved. Only thing I changed or what I forgot to do was to run my bungee through the D-ring. So my flap wouldn't go up. My flap went up a couple times and I forgot about that. But rather than that, tarp is still intact. Tarp is still intact. Got myself turned around, facing out. So all I gotta do is pull forward, they'll unload me, and I can go on about my business or just back up right here into a spot until I get dispatched in the morning. So I'm already expecting to sit, being so damn close to the house. So we'll see. I'm not going too far. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get unloaded right here. I'm probably gonna go ahead and take my straps off and be ready to go in the morning. I don't know. It's kind of warm right now, so I don't feel like sweating. I just got out the shower, so I think I'll have me a snack. Fat boy needs a snack. We'll see you on the next one. All right, so it cooled off. It cooled off a lot. 7 o'clock. Took all the straps off, bungees off most of the bungees. So in the morning, as long as it's not raining, pull the tarp off, fold up the tarp, and get empty. So I get up around about 6 o'clock, give or take, and snatch that tarp off. Tarps with an S, excuse me, both of the tarps. Like I said, it's still on there, more than enough bungees in case, it starts raining or if the wind starts blowing. I've had a situation like that happen before too. Make sure you leave enough bungees on there to keep the stuff covered up. All right. So it was a nice little workout. And the other day, I was able to find my favorite gloves. Like I said, these aren't for everybody. They've got the lining on them, but they're thicker. They make your hands sweat, but I like them because they actually last longer compared to the gray gloves without the liner. But that's just me. The best time to get gloves from Pilot is when they're on sale, like buy one, get one free. And they usually do it on a Wednesday. So whenever you want to stock up on your gloves, you know, that's the best time to get them in the app, and just buy one, get one free. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Plenty of water. There's water in there. Okay. And you'll be good to go. You'll be good to go. Oh, let me talk about had a comment yesterday to talk about idling. All right. I don't know what the percent is, the idle percentage that they call you, that send you a message, but you will get a message, okay? If and when you get a message about your idling, just say, I'm working on it. Don't argue. Just don't argue. Just say, I'm working on it. That's all you got to say, because most of the smart ones know that, hey, it's either really, really hot or really, really cold. So right now I don't have my truck on because I'm outside the truck. So if you want to work on your idle percentage, if you're here at TMC, don't idle your truck when you're not in it. Bam. Unless, there's caveats to that, unless it's less than 15 degrees and you have to idle. And that's freaking cold. You got to idle and treat your fuel when it's less than 15 degrees. And that's company-wide. It don't matter where you at. If you're somewhere and it's 15 degrees or less, you have to idle. Because if not, the fuel will gel up even if you treat it. So, but things that work on your miles per gallon, keep track. Use your trip meter on your dash. It don't matter if you got a digital dash like me or if you have a regular dash. That's on the odometer, on the cluster at the bottom. Keep track of that. Every time you fill up, reset it, okay? Like I said, usually you can get about 1,200 miles. You can probably get more, but 1,200 miles, that's my max. So when I get to about 1,000 miles, give or take, if I'm in somewhere to get fuel, I fill all the way up. Fill it all the way up. If it's wintertime, fill it all the way up to the top. If it's the summertime, fill it up almost all the way, but right there under, right where the mesh is, the strainer. That way it has room to expand. You know, diesel fuel expands. So make sure you do that. If you also having problems with your miles per gallon, like we're governed at 65, try doing 64 or 63 miles per hour. I do 65. That's just me. I do 65. And I'm pretty much get about 7 miles per gallon or something like that. Also, we have about 3,500 drivers, okay? And the way they calculate your miles per gallon, it's like vehicles in the same division. So all the specialized drivers are together. All the boat drivers are together. All the line haul drivers are together. Then it's broken down by automatic, manual, and what year you have. So every week, the chart comes out. I just call it a chart. I hardly ever don't look at it because usually I'm always at 31, 32%. I'm pretty much confident in my skills that I'm going to stay above 30%. Have I been under 30%? Yes, I've been under 30%, but those are some of the things you work on. Don't idle if you're not in the truck. Try to go a mile or two under the speed limit if you can do that. And that's one other thing. Oh, and set your cruise control. Set your cruise control. They said that helps out too. But on our snapshot that comes out weekly, if you scroll towards the bottom, it'll tell you, you know, tips to improve your miles per gallon. Oh, and your auto route. That goes back down to trip planning. Sometimes your dispatch will say 100 miles, okay? Then when you put in the GPS, it might be 110 miles. If it's right, if it's not right, if those 10 miles, you can write that off on your auto route. Depending on how your fleet manager tracks it. My fleet manager tracks it at the end of the month. Some fleet managers or some drivers, they turn theirs in after every trip. But I've always just done it at the end of the month. If it's 5% or less for my auto route, I personally don't worry about it. If it's like 8, 9%, or if I know that I've got a truck wash, I filled up, or if I did something out of the ordinary, like a detour, something like that, I make sure I turn those miles in, because that goes against your auto route. And that can also affect your percentage also, next to the miles per gallon. But it's fairly quiet out here, very, very quiet. So I talked about the miles per gallon. Any other questions, make sure you drop them down below, and I'll try my best to answer them as soon as I can and as thoroughly as I can. Like I said, if I don't have an answer, I'll find an answer for you, the correct answer. But I think that's about it. Tomorrow's Friday, and like I always say, you want to deliver by the house. You do not want to deliver too close to the house Thursday night. And when you park up, always park up Thursday night, like i.e. it's Thursday night. So I'm parked up, and if some crazy reason I get a crazy load, or I gotta go somewhere crazy, I've got all my time. Cause who's to say that I won't have to stay in Georgia to pick up a load, or go to Alabama, or just go somewhere crazy, go 300 miles to go pick up? I have all my time. My clock's not running. So that's another reason why you want to park up Thursday night for Friday, to make sure you get home Friday at a decent hour. Okay, got it? But yeah, it's fairly quiet out here. Fairly quiet. But yeah, I'm trying to do the daily vlogs. I'm trying to do the daily uploads because it's easier to do the dailies compared to doing the end of the week. I think, the dailies, it's like 10, 15 minutes, give or take, maybe 20 minutes tops or whatever. But you can digest those a lot easier than trying to look at a video that's damn near an hour long. You might have something to do, but I do appreciate everybody tuning in. I appreciate all the comments. Like I said, I just try to give you an idea, something to think about while you're on the road, or you're thinking about changing careers. You want to come to TMC, or you're just looking at what do truck drivers do on a daily basis. That's all I'm trying to do. Like I said, I like all the support. I love all the support. I love each and every one of you guys and gals. I appreciate it. I really do. So enough rambling. I'm going to turn my truck on and get some air conditioner because I'm sweating. And see if I can get some channels on my TV. See you in the morning.